Hi, welcome back. This is Gladys Ngatich here on my channel, and also on GN Inspire podcast. I share inspirational stories, motivational stories for anyone who is a dreamer, for anyone who is building something, for anyone dreaming big. If you're not comfortable where you are and you are itching for more in life, this is the channel you want to subscribe to, and you want to be checking the episodes, because that is what we do here. Encourage each other to dream big and chase our dreams. As you can tell from the background, I'm not in my apartment because I'm traveling this summer. So I'm just settled somewhere recording this episode because there is this topic that is itching me. This topic is inspired mostly because I was born in May. And I've been reflecting a lot. And on this episode, I'm sharing with you some of the things. I've just selected top 5 things that I wish someone had told me when I was in my early 20s. If you are at that age, you want to sit down, have a pen, and have a book, and let's take some of these notes, whatever resonates with you the most. Number 1, stop living on autopilot. Start defining your own script, your own career, your own life script. I know you're still really young in your career. Perhaps you are even in your college, university days, or you just graduated and you're in your first job. And up until that point, when I remember when I was 24, I was just at the end of my undergrad. I did a 5-year undergrad. I was preparing to go to graduate school. And up until that point, I had just been following the flow. The script that the society, that the Ministry of Education had written for me, that you go to kindergarten, after that you go to primary school, you pass really well, you go to a very good secondary school, you pass really well, you go to uni, and you also want to pass really well. And the script was, at the end of that, you get a well-paying job, you live happily ever after. So we tend to just go with the flow. You go to school when the school opens. Ministry of Education says the school reopens 5th of May. You go to school 5th of May. Teachers want you to study hard to get A's. You do exactly that. And on and on and on until after university. And then the script somehow continues. Then you get a well-paying job. You buy your first house, you buy your first car, etc., etc. You get the point. But by 25, even up until end of my 20s, I had never stopped to ask the question, who am I? What do I value? What kind of life do I want to live by 35, by 40, by 50? Never stopped to ask. I was just following script upon script. And that's why, if you followed my story, I've actually shared vulnerably the midlife or quarter life crisis that met me around when I was turning 30. Because when you turn 30, it's like one of those biggest birthdays. Because you are no longer a baby, you are now becoming an adult. And many people somewhere in their 30s, your 40s, then you start asking these questions, and then there is that crisis, because all of a sudden you realize, wait a minute, why have I been doing all these things? Why am I doing this? Why am I not doing this? And then that is where the crisis comes. So if you're in your 20s, let me just say 20s in general, start asking, even as you follow the script, start asking the question, who am I really? What do I value? What kind of life do I want to live in my 30s, in my 40s? What kind of car do I want to drive? Do I even want to drive at all? Do I even enjoy? Do I even get pleasure in owning a car, in owning a house? Maybe I don't want to own a house. Maybe I just want to travel, rent a place, 6 months, work remote job, leave that place, go to another place, go to Thailand 6 months, go to China 6 months, go to US 6 months. There are people who are like just nomads. Their personalities cannot be fixed in one town, in one house. And so start asking those questions, because the societal script will tell you, buy a house and live somewhere and never move and die in that town. Start asking those questions. What kind of personality am I? What are some of the non-negotiables in friendships, in romantic relationships? And as you ask these questions, you will not find answers in a day, in a week, in a month. But it's important that you start asking these questions. Perhaps write them down. I actually even encourage you to have a journal I started journaling, I think at around 27 years, and journaling has changed my life. And I wish I had started earlier. Because now when I look back, I'm just seeing how I've evolved, just seeing growth. So have a journal and list down some of these questions. If you have some of the answers, write those answers, and then start intentionally building your life around that, building your life towards that script that you've written down. It will help you avoid many crises, midlife, quarter life crisis ahead. Number 2, we have said here again and again, opportunities are with people. And so start intentionally networking. Perhaps there is no other place like university, like college, where you have all these people from all over the place. Concentrate just in one place for a long time. It doesn't matter whatever you are studying, but I would say, yes, in as much as you are chasing your grades, while you are queuing at the cafeteria, just make a point and turn to your neighbor. Just introduce yourself. I'm Gladys. I'm studying this course. What's your name? What are you studying? Where do you come from? What are your dreams after school? Have network. Just connect with people. Take their phone numbers, take their emails. Not in a transactional kind of way that they will help you down the line, but like just genuinely get to know people. I was sharing in another podcast the other day that when I was in school, I was mostly focused on getting good grades. I do not regret that because it ended up giving me full scholarship and opening so many other doors. But during that time, I put together a group of serious students. I think we were 5 or 6, and we used to do group discussions around 8 p.m., 9 p.m. And if you are in school, you know, like group discussion or discussing concepts with another person is the easiest way to retain concepts in your brain. It really helped us to perform really well in school, and most of us, we graduated with first class honors. But years later, when I look back, the partnerships that I've had, like business partnerships, like people I've partnered with to do business, to do all sorts of things, literally are the group discussion people. And so it's kind of, I was networking without knowing. And now if I was taken back to that time, apart from the group discussion, I would actually intentionally network and connect with other peers, other students who are not even part of the group discussion. Because 10 years, 20 years, those people will disperse and they will be all over different countries, different fields. If you need a lawyer somewhere, you just have a phone call, email of someone you remember studying law, and they will remember you. You went to uni same time, and they'll be able to help you or connect you with someone they know. Your life will be so easy if you connect with people, and and the earlier you start, the better. Connected to this point, and I've talked about it here, is that these surprising statistics that 70-80% of jobs or opportunities are filled through networking. You will find some of these companies will just ask, do you guys know anyone who would be great at this job? And so if your name is in the minds of many people, they would bring up your name. They're like, oh, there is this girl studied with in campus and she can do ABCD. And that is how you are looped in opportunities without knowing. So you plant the seeds earlier. Attend events, attend seminars, attend conferences, and not just attending, because I did attend so many conferences, but you have to introduce yourself to someone. At least come with contact of one person that you do not know. Number 3, build atomic habits. If you've not read Atomic Habits, I want you to read this book. Prioritize reading this book as soon as possible before this year ends. And not only reading, because I know we read a lot, but start practicing as well. James Clear from the Atomic Habits teaches one staggering truth, that a 1% improvement every day, that translates to 37x improvement over 1 year. For instance, if you do like 5 press-ups every day when you wake up, can you imagine how your body will be looking like if you do that every single day for 1 year? Your 20s are the most powerful compounding years, compounding window of your life. And most people waste it. I wasted most of it. Just imagine if you're 22 years now, if you're 23, if you're 24. This is one of the biggest regrets, by the way, that I wish I had started a YouTube channel at that time. Although maybe the internet wasn't a big deal, wasn't so big, YouTube wasn't that big. Can you imagine if you start a YouTube channel I don't know what you're passionate about. I don't know what you want to share. Maybe even sharing interesting concept you learned in class that day. Like the whole day of class, surely there is just something that you found interesting, whatever topic. If you just shared, you're like, hey guys, there is this concept that I learned in class today and I found it very interesting. And then you just explain that concept, only 5 minutes. If you start a YouTube channel and you just do 5-minute video, you don't have to do like crazy edits. You can just do selfie kind of video, just explain that concept and post. If you do that and you release a video every week, by the end of the year you have 50 videos. I can assure you at least one of those videos will go viral or will resonate with many people. I can assure you, you will have more than 1,000 subscribers. You might even surprise yourself to 20,000 subscribers. Now, that is just 1 year. What if you just keep that cadence, even if the topic changes, but you keep that cadence of producing something, video every week for the next decade? They say we underestimate how much we can do in 10 years or in a long period of time. That is how MrBeast is MrBeast. I was watching the other day, like his 10 year ago video, and it's just like this not even interesting video that he recorded 10 years ago, or was it now 11 years ago? But he did not stop. He just kept going, changing his content, seeing what resonated with the audience. And the guy is now, I think he's the most subscribed YouTuber, with now other businesses around the YouTube a decade later. Starting early, maintaining consistency, learning and being flexible along the way. Gosh, your 30-something, 40-something year old self will thank you if you start these things early in your 20s. It doesn't have to be a YouTube, by the way. I was just giving YouTube as an example because it's something I can relate with. I've been here for like 2 years now. I have 3 channels. One channel is like almost 5,000 subscribers now. And this is my second channel. I have a third one, but I wish I had started this in my 20s. And it doesn't have to be YouTube channel like I was saying. It could also just be a blog if you like to write. You don't have to write a book in one sitting. You can just, whatever that interests your brain, you can just write 1 paragraph at a time. And you don't even have to share with the world, by the way. You can just make a commitment with yourself. In your journal, write 1 paragraph a day, a week, a month even. But start in your 20s and then just keep the consistency. By the time you are in your 30s, you will be a different person. Number 4, this one I'm so passionate about. Again, because immediately I was in my 30s, I was like, wait a minute, now I'm an adult. And this is about finances. And I wish someone had told me some of the ways to not only earn your money, but also save and invest. And especially when you land your first job. Because some of these habits, if you do not establish them early on, like on your first job, it will be very difficult to start some of these habits on your second, on your third, on your fourth job. I don't blame you because you might be funding your studies through scholarship or just struggling to fund your studies. That's okay. Just survive the school. But immediately you land your first job, get financially literate. We are lucky now. We have a ton of information on YouTube. I know though they are not fun to watch compared to the dancing and the silly videos that we get dopamine off from. But dedicate some time to listen to those financial podcasts. People give really interesting tips. Of course, you have to filter out some things that don't apply to you, but just watch videos or listen to podcasts that talk about money, just to be financially literate. Because one thing I know, unless your school taught you, which you have to tell us in the comment section if you were taught in school, but most schools will not teach you practical financial tips, where to put your money, what kind of investments to invest in, just generally how to handle your money and build wealth. Financial literacy is not for finance students. It's a life skill that determines your degree of freedom to take risks, to take career breaks, to take mini retirements, to say no to a job you hate, to quit the job that is toxic, to take time off to build something of your own. I remember after my postdoc, I've written in my recent book, Awaken Your Potential, about, like I was mentioning, a crisis that I met around when I was turning 31. And I was telling you, I had never stopped to ask, is this the path that I want to travel? Is this the life that I want? Just doing this 9 to 5. How about the dreams? How about the YouTube channel that I want to start? Why am I not chasing my dreams? Like, I was just asking those questions and I met that midlife crisis. And I remember I just quit my job and I took 3 years off to travel to, you are watching this podcast, this YouTube channel as a result of that crisis, because it was during that break that I was able to experiment with all other things that I had always wanted to experiment with. And the whole reason why I was able to take that break comfortably is because luckily I had started investing and saving, and I was able to live off my savings and my investments for 3 years. After that mini retirement, it was transformational, that I'm now baking mini retirement intentionally through my life. And it's possible if you intentionally think about it. It will not come if you are on an autopilot, just doing 9 to 5, living paycheck to paycheck. And again, you will only manage to do this if you ask the question. So right now, I'm a strong proponent of mini retirement. And that is the life I want to enjoy. That I work for a period of time, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years, but then I want to take a break, maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year, to just rest, maybe to travel, to do other things that I might not be able to do during my 9 to 5. That is the life that I have designed for myself. And I was able to do that design when I took the break and broke out of autopilot. And the biggest enabler was the savings and the investments that I had made, because I don't have trust fund, no inheritance. The money that I make is literally the money that is sustaining me and even allowing me to even support my family. And so it's important that you just learn these financial skills. No shortcut. Number 5, take risks while the failure is still cheap. In your 20s, I'm guessing, and of course there are exceptions, but I'm guessing you are single man, single woman, maybe no dependents, no legacy. It's not like you've built a career as a CEO or in one career for a long time, compared to people in their 40s or in their 50s. Again, I said, there are exceptions. I know some of you guys are ambitious and you already build legacies. But for many people in their 20s, there is really little to lose if you make bold moves and you fail. This is a time precisely when you should be making the moves that feel slightly terrifying and slightly risky. You should also read this book, Originals. He found that many people in their 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s, the biggest career regret for most people are the risks they didn't take. And so take all the career risks. I know when you are 26 and you are spending so much time thinking, am I making a wrong move by going into this industry? So there might be this industry that you are interested in trying, but then you are like, oh my gosh, but I studied a different thing. If you are interested in this industry, go for it. After 1 year, 2 years, if you don't like, you can pivot. There is just a lot of pivots you can take, a lot of risks you can take in your 20s, and take all of them. You just never know which door is waiting for you to fly open. But it will never fly open because you are afraid of knocking the door, thinking that you are making a mistake. Make all those mistakes in your 20s. And I like to refer to this video from Steve Jobs. And I know this is something that many ambitious people face. I faced this a lot in my 20s, immediately after school, actually. After my PhD, I did a postdoc. And after that postdoc, because the whole reason why I did a PhD and a postdoc was to be a university. But then some part of me was also very interested in entrepreneurship. There was this startup that was itching and I was building on the side. And I really wanted to see where it could go. I am a scholar. I like to write. I've written 3 books. You can see one of my books here. I put it here intentionally so that you can see it. But I was scared. I was like, I don't know, should I do this? Am I making, they call it career suicide. I think in your 20s, there is no career suicide. Whatever you're passionate about and whatever you feel like it's calling you, Just go try for 1 year, for 2 years. And the video that I'm referring to is this for Steve Jobs, of every time you meet a junction, you will meet a lot of junctions in your life, particularly in your 20s. And immediately after school, there'll be a lot of junctions. Shall I go to this field or this field, or this company or this company? Shall I build something on my own? Shall I do this? Every time you meet those junctions, I want you to watch this video where Steve Jobs said, anything that you are passionate about, embrace it, give it all, draw the dot perfectly well. Some of those dots will be so random. Dots in my life have been so random, but just do it well. Once you've made a decision, make a full decision, and don't even think twice. Just commit and tell your brain there is no thinking about this, no overanalyzing. That's it. For the next 1 year, this is where I am. Then do the best, leave a mark, learn from it, learn the most, absorb all those skills, leave the dots there. If something else comes, continue, draw the next dot. And Steve Jobs said, most of those dots that did not seem to connect, and they will not connect at that point when you're looking forward. But 5 years, 10 years later, when you look back, those dots will connect perfectly well. Most of the dots in my life, they've connected magically well. Some are still random and floating all over the place, but I'm sure 10 years from now, when I look back, they will make absolute sense.
If I had never dropped out, I would have never dropped in on that calligraphy class, and personal computers might not have the wonderful typography that they do. Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college, but it was very, very clear looking backwards 10 years later. Again, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. And that will make all the difference.
So your 35-year-old self is looking at you right now. I want you to get a pen and a paper or your journal up. And then I want you to start asking those questions. Where do I want to be at 35? Who am I? What do I really value? What do I desire? What do I really want? Name some of those things that you want, that you see yourself having at 35. Do you want a family at 35? Do you want a car? Do you want a house? Do you want to be traveling? What do you want? Write those things down. That 35-year-old self will be really proud of you. So if you're in your 20s, stop living on autopilot. Start asking, where am I? What kind of life do I want to be living in my 30s, in my 40s? Network intentionally. You want a web of people all over the place who know your name, who know you, that you can just call or email, and they'll help you connect with opportunities. And please do the same as well for them. I believe in the universal law that we are not just takers. Don't just take, also give. Number 3, build atomic habits. The earlier you start, from investing, reading, fitness, anything, the earlier you start, the better. Get financially literate. No one will teach you. You have to look for this information yourself, and then you have to start practicing. Because if you just read, and if you're just knowledgeable and not putting them into practice, it's really useless. Take risks while failure is still very cheap. For deeper dive into this and more, you should get my book, Awaken Your Potential, on Amazon. Until the next episode, I wish you guys all the best. If you've not subscribed, consider subscribing. Goodbye.